Hello everyone, this is Matthew Fraley with BreakpointTrades.com. This is going to be a quick video update on the Open SPY system trade. As you know, we have one of the SPY system trades are long a first entry, the trend pullback, which you can see here. And we have two versions. The one over here on the right that has the aggressive exit conditions. It simply looks for a simple reversion to mean close back above a short-term moving average, like the 9-day exponential moving average. And you have the one on the left here that instead of exiting on a close above the short-term moving average, it wants to get an exit when this BPT DS indicator gets overbought. This one can hold trades for longer periods of time for more profit, but it has potential to get into more trouble. And this one over here, you know, is just a simple reversion to mean. We actually do both versions of the systems. Whenever this system exits, we exit 50% of the position, and then we'll follow the rest with this one and put a stop at entry. That gives us a nice protection. But anyway, there's a couple things I want to bring up. So first off, here's a 60-minute chart of the S&P. You can see we've had a nice rally from Monday's lows, but albeit it's been sort of a vertical V-ish move, as you can see here. As you can see. So, you know, this looks poised possibly to get maybe a little pullback soon. We also have the moving average ribbon starting to pinch here. We'll just have to see. There is the 61.8 fib up here, which could be a target to the upside. But as Steve will discuss a little bit in tonight's newsletter, there is another scenario that allow for another downside move. All right. What sort of bothers me is we never filled this open gap back here. It doesn't mean we had to fill it. But if we were to come down again eventually, that would be a magnet over time. All right. Also, there's some of you that elected to go ahead and take your profits already on the SPY system trade. Quite a few of you already commented on the trading community blog. Again, do what you feel is right, but obviously you got a profitable trade, and that works for you. The other thing to note, besides, like I said, besides this kind of vertical V-ish move here that we've had, is that the economic data tomorrow. We have the CPI and core PPI coming out 8:30 Eastern. That's 1 hour before the cash opens. Basically, the inflation data. That'll be heavily looked at. As you know, today they interviewed Jerome Powell, the Fed, and there was a lot of discussion about inflation. All right, so this is going to be a number that's heavily looked at, and the market's going to either go up a little more or it could pull right back from there. You know, we've obviously had a nice reversion to mean bounce, and it wasn't enough to get this more aggressive version to exit. It got pretty close. But anyway, that brings me to my last slide, which is this one. So what I did is I ran a back test here, and I wish I would have ran this intraday, you know, but I thought of it a little bit after the market closes. But also, you know, I do the best I can at showing you guys all the information. And anyway, this exercise will also give you a little more insight into the systems and how all this stuff works. All right. So I took the aggressive exit version. I copied it twice here. Here's the version we're using. It didn't get its exit today. You can see the moving averages. Got pretty close. Didn't get that exit. But over here, you see a version that's taken an exit. All right. That's the one I back tested. So back down here, you can see back tested results. Now, what all this means is I back tested from the 7 to the 9 moving average on I tested both the simple and the exponential moving averages. All right. 0 means simple, 1 means exponential. All right. So the one we're using over here uses the 9 EMA, which you see right here, total profit, 86.32% winning trades, and profit factor of 1122. Okay. Decent stats. The one here, this is the 8 EMA. Total profit, you can see less than this one, 27.7 versus 25.7. Makes sense because it's going to exit a little more aggressive. It's going to make slightly less profit. 188 total trades. This one has 190. and percent winning 85.64 versus 86.32. So we are using the best one statistically, this 9, but this one isn't too bad. And you can see the profit factors are similar. 1068 for the 8 EMA, 1122 for the 9 EMA right here. All right. So this one would have allowed for an exit. You could see at least this short term this year, most of the trades look similar, actually, except for this one here. Notice this one here, it exited here. This one, it did not get over the short-term moving averages there. So then took a second entry and then made money here. Whereas this one, you got your simple. But anyway, you could see the differences just a changing from a 9 EMA to an 8 SMA can make. It's kind of, to me, when you look at the stats and the trades, it's kind of 12 one half dozen the other. You know what I mean? This one makes a little more profit, but you can see here you took a little more risk with this one, with the second entry versus here. But again, it is what it is. All right. Oh, and then this one exited quite early while this one held quite a bit longer, as you can see. So this one caught a much better trade than this one did here. So you can see how potentially this version did better on this exit and entry than this one. But then this version did far better with the exit than this. So again, 12 one half dozen the other. But anyway, I'm just showing you this because it gives you a little examples of how just one little setting in these systems can make a difference. And the fact that this one did exit, if you felt like you were a little bit nervous, you wanted to take some profits, maybe that's enough for you. It's obviously too late in the day to take the options off, but there's still plenty of time to take the ETF portion or some of the ETF if you want. Right now it's 6:25 Eastern. The SPY trades until 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All the ETFs do, so you could easily take some of your option trade off if you felt the need. All right, anyway, we'll see what happens tomorrow, guys. Have a wonderful evening. Take care.